Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be talking about AMC stock. Should you sell AMC stock? Should you buy AMC stock? Is AMC stock going to squeeze? I hope to answer all those questions for you guys by the end of the video. I just want everybody to know, but before I start the video, everything I say in my videos is just for educational purposes, okay? It's not financial advice by any means of the definition. So with that being said, let's talk about AMC, see what's been going on with the stock, a lot of the talk that's kind of been happening. So over the last week or so, we take a look at the 1 week chart. AMC is up 50%, and that's a pretty big jump right there. A lot of people kind of attaining to okay, so what's with the recent rally? Why has AMC stock, why has all of these meme stocks like GameStop and KOSS and all these other stocks been jumping so much in a single week? Well, I think a lot of it does have to attribute to that, when there is a lot of opportunity in the market, people are definitely going to go after it. People know that these stocks are heavily shorted. It's public knowledge to us at this point. There's articles that come out saying, okay, people are basically shorting, AMC, they're shorting GameStop. Generally speaking, the last couple of months have not really been good for the stock market at all. We have a lot of big time investors, probably a bunch of hedge funds. They've definitely been shorting the market the last couple of months. That's probably why we had a huge correction, especially in the growth sector and a lot of meme stocks. So if we take a look at the 1 month chart, AMC was at this $9 mark around May 5th earlier this month, and it's doubled in price. So it's pretty nuts to say the least that AMC has come this far in such a short amount of time. And I do think that it is going to continue to go higher today, down 4.45%. Not really too worried about that. Sometimes, you do need a little bit of a pullback. It's pretty normal. But to say the least, I don't think that Wall Street Bets and all these Reddit traders and retail traders, I don't think they're done with the hedge funds just yet. I was reading an article this morning basically saying that a lot of hedge funds have lost over $8 billion just based on their short positions in AMC stock and GameStop as well. That's kind of a lot of money, and a lot of it did kind of attribute to people thinking that a lot of these hedge funds do take advantage of the market. It's very manipulative. They take advantage of, the people with less money and stuff like that. But, it's pretty interesting to say the least how this is going to play out. But I think an AMC squeeze is inevitable at this point. It's been boiling for a while, and we see how volatile AMC stock actually is. And I've said this time and time again, that when it comes to AMC stock and GameStop and all these, they're very explosive. Their growth is very, very explosive. So you can never really expect when, you wake up and AMC's up another 10, 20, 30, 40%. It's common knowledge to us at this point that, yes, these stocks do have very explosive growth. They do and can run up very, very quickly, and they're very volatile compared to a lot of other stocks in the market, especially because people in the stock market love to FOMO. I'm not saying this is everybody, but generally speaking, if they see AMC stock riding up, and this is kind of what also attributes to short squeezes and why the price goes up so high, is because people take the opportunity. They see, generally speaking, they see an opportunity. They see AMC stock rising. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have bought an AMC stock over the last couple of weeks or even over the last week alone because they saw the stock running up. So people generally like to FOMO into the market, which also does help to kind of keep the price up and, keep buyers kind of coming in, because now everyone wants a part of the squeeze. Everyone wants to be an ape now. Everyone wants to be kind of part of this whole short squeeze. But nonetheless, whether the squeeze happens today, tomorrow, next week, next month, I do think a squeeze for AMC is inevitable. I think it is eventually going to happen, although you can never put a time frame on it. You can never predict the market. You can never time the market. And you can never time when a short squeeze is going to happen. But generally speaking, I don't think it's something that can be avoided at this point. And I do, you can definitely see with a lot of the price action, I'm sure there's probably some hedge funds out there who have already started to cover some of their positions. I'm not saying all of it, right? You're not going to know when they're covering their positions. They usually generally cover it pretty slow. But looking at the 1 year chart, we haven't seen this price, pretty close to this price since January 27th. Of 2021, kind of when this whole thing kind of first started with GameStop. We saw a lot of stocks with a bunch of short float, shorts, or basically a lot of short float percentage. There's a lot of big time hedge funds that were shorting the stocks. We saw this on January 27th, but I do think that we're going to revisit it again. Like I said, today AMC down 3.49%. Not really too worried about it. Generally speaking, sometimes you do get a little bit of a pullback, but I do want people to keep their eyes out because we do know that a squeeze is boiling, and we do know that a squeeze is probably eventually going to happen. Now, as far as the price prediction and where I think it's going to go, it's too hard to really say. I want to give more of a realistic price prediction, although the theoretical price prediction that people want to hear theoretically, AMC can go up to infinity. I know it's pretty cliche, but theoretically, that is how high it can actually go. But on a realistic note, I do think AMC will go over about 500 to $1,000 is kind of my guess. When it does squeeze, if it does squeeze, you never know what will happen. But me, generally speaking, I do think it'll hit around 500 to $1,000. Kind of the same thing with GameStop. And then here's the cool thing, we own the float, which is definitely a huge thing. And we also do understand that there's millions and millions of shares that are being shorted as we speak, and a lot of them are outstanding shares. So it's very interesting, to say the least, to see how this is actually going to play out. For me, I'm expecting a very big price move for AMC in the next coming weeks. Now that it continues to get more media attention from all these big time investors, people are now talking about it more. People, generally speaking, are starting to FOMO back into AMC stock. Yes, like I said, today we do have a 5% pullback. That's completely normal. Like I said, 5% is nothing when this stock can easily jump 40, 50, 60% in a single day or even a single week. Like I said, looking at the 1 week chart, still up 45.89% for the week. Started earlier this week at $12.29, and here we are currently sitting at $18.47. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this actually does play out. People do say, as far as price predictions, that people think it's going to 100,000, 500,000. The thing is, it's just generally too tough to say where AMC is going to go from here as far as its overall price, but people who did buy early, people who have been diamond handing it, even though the stock has not squeezed yet, they're probably up a pretty hefty profit. I bought AMC stock when it was sitting around $4 a share. I'm not a pump or anything like that. I generally believe in the company. If it squeezes, cool. If it doesn't, I'm still going to be holding it. But I made a decent profit off AMC alone, it being at $18.59. So generally speaking, that's pretty good for me. I'll be happy with that any day of the week. But as far as the squeeze goes in itself, it is boiling. And I know a squeeze is going to come. A lot of people are now talking about it. A lot of, investors are now talking about it. A lot of people have now seen, the media attention that's surrounding behind AMC and GameStop. A lot of these meme stocks have jumped 50, 60, 70% in a single week. So don't think they're out of the woods just yet when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I want people to keep their eyes peeled, because I do think that a squeeze is on the horizon, and I do think that we're going to see one pretty soon here. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of AMC stock. Do you guys think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze? And if it does, do you guys think that AMC stock can hit over $1,000? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own, and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.